Hi, AT from CNC at Home. I found this snowflake for sale at the dollar store nearby, and I thought it would be a cheap way to get some wood that I could do some etching on or burning on. Not necessarily a snowflake, but it could be. Since St. Patrick's Day is coming up, I thought we could turn this into this. What I want to do is go into LightBurn and show you how to do that. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let's head over to LightBurn. On our wooden snowflake, our working area is going to be about 170 millimeters. It's probably a little bit bigger than that. I just did an estimation, and I think 170 is plenty good to give us a good working area. I'm going to create a circle, so I'm going to grab my circle tool. By holding the shift key when I do this, I get a perfect circle. And we'll just create that, and I'm going to make this 170. I'm also going to put that on a tool layer, as I don't want to burn this, I'm just using it for reference. The next thing I want to do is bring in the 4-leaf clover that I want to do. I happen to have that in my art library. So we'll just click on that, drag it in. This is already a vector drawing. We'll get that more like this. I'm going to kind of ignoring the stem. So I'll have the stem go down into one of those end pieces on the snowflake. So there's something like that. What I want to do is this pattern is what I want to burn out on the snowflake, and then the perimeter of this I want to actually burn through so that I have the 4-leaf clover as an individual piece. To accomplish that, what I want to do is essentially take this whole piece, and I'm going to use my offset shape tool to create a slight offset. I do want it outward. I'm going to have it rounded, just the outer shape. And 1 millimeter out is probably all I need. I don't really need a big border. So I'll go ahead and click OK on that. And then I'm going to switch this to another layer so we can see what's going on a little better. Okay, I'm going to turn off the black layer. And that's not what I want. There we go. Turn off the blue layer. That's what I want. And the black layer is the one I do want. And we'll change that back to line. So this is essentially what it's going to cut out. I don't think I'm going to want that little piece, so let me ungroup this and just select that and delete that out of there. I may regret that decision, but too bad. Let's turn our blue layer back on. Let's zoom in on this so you can see better. What's going to happen is, I'm going to change this so it does the blue layer first. The blue layer is going to just etch on my material, and then this black layer is going to burn all the way through. So for the burn, I'm going to go to my library, and I've got my plywood, brown, etch and fill. I'm going to assign those parameters. And then for the black layer, I want to cut through, and it's thinner than 3 millimeter plywood, so these settings should be plenty good to get cut through. Go ahead and assign that. If I do a preview, I'm going to see that this is going to take a long time. It's going to take over an hour. I have played around with using the fill or the offset fill, and what we've noticed here is that it's actually going to take longer to do the offset fill. It's going to take a little more time to calculate that. But it takes a good 11 minutes longer, which is unusual in that offset fill typically is faster. In this case, because there's so much going on, it ends up taking longer. So we'll just leave this as regular fill. What I'm going to do is change my parameters. I'm going to double my speed to 6,000 millimeters per minute, and I'm going to do a little more than double my power up to 50. So I still should get a nice burn, but it should take half the well, not half the time. It'll go faster. So if we look at it now, we're at 46 minutes. It's kind of a long time, but I think that's fair enough. Then for our black layer, we want to, I've already got that set for our 3mm plywood, so it's 350 millimeters per minute at 80% power, so it's moving slowly. It will cut through this. So those are my parameters. That really is all I need to do. What I can do is then save this and then send it to the laser. Let's go over to the laser and see how that burns out. That looks to have turned out pretty well. Let's pick it up and take a closer look. Yeah, that will do just fine. If somebody wants to, then this could be a nice painting project. That's what the image was that I found. It was a coloring thing. So somebody could go in here and do sorts of coloring on that. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like the content of our channel, think about subscribing, as that really helps us out. Enjoy doing your CNC at home projects.
Oops.
Sure, Bigara. Saints be praised. Oh, hey.